What's going on, guys? TTL here. Gonna be going over my top props for today as well as my favorite sportsbook play for today. Today's March 9th, 2025. Let's get into it, guys. Hopefully, we can sweep the day. Gonna give you guys three props and then one sportsbook bet. The props we're playing over on Underdog. Scan the QR code in the bottom left or just use code TTL when you're signing up. Get up to $1,000 in bonus cash when you make your first deposit. Helps me out a ton. And I'm playing the sports book over on Shuffle. Use code TTL over there. Get $1,000 deposit match. But let's get into it. We're gonna go over the sports book first, and then we're gonna go over the other picks. So the sports book, I'm taking the Trailblazers versus the Pistons to go over 231.5 game total. So this is minus 130 odds. It was minus 120 earlier. It's moving in our direction, putting $260 to win 460. So this would be $200 profit. So 2.6 units wagered to profit 2 units if it hits. Loving this game total. The predictive profits betting predictor has this very, very highly favored and has this posted as a 3 unit play today as well. So let's lock this in. Let's move on to picks on Underdog. We're going to be using the Prop Predictor on predictiveprofits.ai for this. Use code TTL50 for half off, guys. This is a tool that I created, and when I'm telling you this has insanely helped our profits over the past few months, I mean it. The betting predictor alone is up over 200 units over like a 7 month period, and the prop predictor, it doesn't have an exact units because the betting predictor tells you exactly what to bet on, how many units to bet, all that good stuff. While the prop predictor, you can make your own slips, all that good stuff. So like 3x for that. Oh, it tells you to bet 1 unit. So it'll tell you how much to bet, but I select the prop legs based on the projected hit rates, based on the opposing team's defense, etc. So definitely recommend giving it a try. Again, code TTL50 gets you half off to try it out. So I highly recommend it, even if it's just a week, a month membership. But let's get into it. I pull up my second monitor and pull up the props that I'm playing on Underdog. Do it. So first off, we're going to go ahead and use that one we just selected. We're going to take Bobo. We're going to take his under 1.5 3 points made. Now, this is going to be the biggest juice that we're taking today because it is a 0.78x over minus 200 on sports books as well. He's versus the Mavericks today. We can see it's minus 240 odds on sports books. It's a 73.71% projected hit rate here. And when we click on this, we can see he's going under this in 3 of his last 5. He's going under in 7 of his last 10. And he's going under in 19 of 27 this. We have him projected for 1.2. He's versus the Mavericks, who are sixth in the league for least amount of 3 points allowed. And we can see he's averaging 13 minutes played over his last 5. He's playing anywhere from 9 minutes to 29 minutes. So really hard to set his minutes played. I guess we can do games he's played like 8 minutes in or something like that. I don't really know how many minutes he's going to get today. It's pretty sporadic. But obviously, he's going to shoot more threes in these games where he's having 30 plus minutes. But there's some of these where he's still going under. He played 33 minutes, only got one. He played 25 minutes, only got one. He played 24 minutes and got two. But as long as he's staying under 15 minutes, he hasn't went over once. So if we actually look at that, he hasn't went over all season with under 15. But we'll see how many minutes he plays today. I'm still loving this either way. We can see shooting around 5 3 pointers per game, really just depending on how many minutes he plays, though. Last 10, 4.9 on average per game. He shot up to 8, or actually up to 10 3 point attempts when he played 30 minutes on that game. He shot 5 in 25 minutes on this one. And I don't expect him to even have a 30% hit rate on his 3 pointers. So I don't think he's going to be able to make too many of these. Let's lock this in. Bowl under 1.5 3 pointers made. There's a reason this is 0.78x, but I'll take it, and we'll slowly build the bankroll up with props like these. But second of all, we're going to take Isaiah Hartenstein. We're going to take his over 21.5 PRA. This is versus the Nuggets. When we take a look at this, we can scroll down just a little bit right here. We can see an over is the projection for a 71.12% projected hit rate. He's gone over this in 3 of his last 5, 6 of his last 10, and in 32 of 43 this season. The Denver Nuggets defense, they are dead last for assists allowed per game. They're 23rd of 30th for points allowed per game, and they are second for rebounds allowed. So the one thing they don't allow much of is rebounds. We have Isaiah projected for over 25 PRA, so quite a big difference here. And I'm just absolutely loving it. So we can see this is 21. And we can see the minutes played, he's averaging 28 minutes per game with an average of 8 field goal attempts per game. Over his last 10, 25.7 minutes per game with a 7 field goal attempts. Last 5, 7.6 field goal with 26.6 minutes played. Now we are going to go ahead and see, we can see the minimum minutes played is 16. I'm going to go ahead and set that to around 22, 23, just because I don't see him getting under that many minutes. And when we change that, we can see it take some games out, and we can see he's going over this in 78% this season, 32 of 41, where he's played more than 22 minutes. Last 10, 6 out of 10. Last 5, 3 out of 5. So let's go ahead and lock this in. Isaiah Hartenstein over 21.5 PRA. Let's move on to our third and last prop of the day, which is going to be Donovan Mitchell under 5.5 assists. This is a 0.9x. I'm loving this. Donovan Mitchell right here. Under is projected in 69.43%. And when we take a look, he's going under in all 5 of his last 5. He's going under in 9 of his last 10. And he's going under in 38 of 60 this season. A lot of games. In a lot of these games, he's gotten 6 on the dot, by the way. He's against the Bucks tonight, who do not allow many assists. They're the top 10 team. They're ranked 9th in least amount of assists allowed per game. We do have him projected for between 4 and 6 assists in today's matchup. He's averaging 29.6 minutes played, and we do want to get rid of those games where he's only playing like 8 minutes. So we're going to go ahead and take out some games where he's played less than 25 minutes. So that'll move it from, instead of 22 of 60, it's 21 of 54. So we can see he's going under in 33 of 54 games with over 25 minutes played this season. And that's 1 out of his last 5, 2 of his last 10. He's went over. I'm loving this personally. He's going to play around 30 minutes tonight is what I would project him for. And I'm projecting him for either 4 or 5 assists. That's pretty much his sweet spot. He averages just 5 assists. 4.9 on the season, 4.7 over his last 10, 4.4 over his last 5. And that's really low, honestly, just because he had 1 last game. I'm hoping he has a game like that again tonight, but I project him for around 4 today's matchup. So let's go ahead and lock this in. I personally paired this with a gimme pick as well to make this over like a 7.8x or something like that. But it's a 4.21x just with these 3 props. And when we use the slip builder, we can type in that this is a 4.21x. And we can see that this is positive EV of 53.24%. So let's go ahead and lock this in, guys. Sign up to predictiveprofits.ai. Use code TTL50. It helps me out, and I promise it's going to help you guys out as well. So thank you guys so much for watching the video. I'll see you guys in the next one, and let's cash out tonight.